Hi, my name is Amy Weber, and I am the co founder of Speak, Learn, and Play. I am also a child therapist and a parent coach. And this month we are talking all about adaptation and why change feels hard. So I'm so glad you are here. Today we are going to talk about one of the most universal challenges in parenting neurodivergent kids, and that is change. Whether it is a new teacher, a different snack brand, or just a change in the order of the bedtime songs, you have probably seen your child go from calm to meltdown in 2 seconds flat. And here's the truth. That reaction is not defiance, it's biology. Neurodivergent brains crave predictability the way most of us crave coffee. It's how they stay grounded, safe, and regulated. So, today I am going to unpack why neurodivergent brains crave predictability, the difference between adaptation and flexibility, and what's realistic to expect, the sensory, cognitive, and emotional piece that make change hard, and the really important difference between can't yet and won't. By the end of this 10-minute webinar, you will have a few concrete tools to help your child and yourself handle change with a little more calmish energy. So let's start with, why do neurodivergent brains crave predictability? Predictability equals safety. When your child knows what's coming next, their nervous system can relax. But when the plans change suddenly, their brain gets the message that says, uh-oh, danger. And that's not drama, it's physiological alarm. Neurodivergent kids often experience the world as unpredictable, even when things are the same every single day. Their sensory systems are already on high alert, so surprises feel 10 times bigger. We want to think about it like this. If your brain is already juggling 100 sensory details, one unexpected change is like adding a bowling ball to the mix. It's not that they don't want to roll with it, it's that their system literally doesn't have the bandwidth. So here is your first parent tip. Use predictability anchors. Always try to keep a few routines steady. Bedtime, morning rituals, a favorite snack, and preview changes visually with pictures, calendars, or a quick heads up script. Hey, buddy, tomorrow the babysitter is picking you up instead of me. You don't have to like it, but you do have to know about it. Predictability tells your child's nervous system you are safe even if things change. So, next, I want to clarify two words that often get lumped together, and that is adaptation and flexibility. Flexibility is being able to shift easily from one thing to another. Adaptation is recovering after the shift. For many neurodivergent kids, immediate flexibility might not be realistic, and that's okay. Adaptation is the real skill we're building. It's not, can you love change? It's, can you move through change and return to calm? So, my parenting tip around this is that when you are setting expectations, ask yourself, am I expecting instant flexibility, or am I helping my child adapt over time? We can build adaptability gently through small, predictable stretches, not by throwing them into chaos and hoping for the best. So, what are the sensory, cognitive, and emotional factors that make adaptation hard? Let's break down why adaptation feels so big for neurodivergent kids. We have the sensory factors, sounds, smells, lights. They all hit the nervous system harder when you are neurodivergent. A change in an environment means a change in every single sensory input. And that one small shift for you might be 15 new sensations for them. So, if possible, preview any sensory changes in advance. This party will be loud, but you can wear your headphones. Grandma's house smells different. We can bring your favorite candle. So, cognitive factors. Transitions require a lot of executive functioning, planning, sequencing, working memory. That means holding two realities at once: what was and what's next. For many kids, this switch costs a ton of brain fuel. So, if possible, try to break changes into steps. First, we'll clean up, then we'll do the new activity. Use timers, visuals, countdowns. 3 minutes left with Legos, then it's snack time. And then we have emotional factors. Change can trigger loss, even if it's small. My favorite teacher left. We're not doing the same game. Anxiety and perfectionism make uncertainty feel unsafe. So try, if you can, to validate the feeling before coaching the behavior. You really liked how things were before. That's hard. Or it's okay to miss the old way. We're going to figure out this new one together. So, what's the difference between can't yet and won't? When your child melts down over a new cereal bowl, it's tempting to think they're just being dramatic. But often it's not won't, it's can't yet. Neurodivergent kids aren't refusing to adapt. Their nervous systems are maxed out. They can't think, reason, or self soothe in that moment because their brains have gone offline. How can we tell the difference? Won't behavior still includes some control or strategy. Can't yet behavior looks like loss of control, panic, or overwhelm. So try to shift your question from how do I make them comply to what support would help their nervous system feel safe enough to try. And often that's going to look like lowering the demand, offering co-regulation first, which might look like breathing together or a tight squeeze or lightly tickling their arm, using a calm tone, and build the skills after they have recovered. In the heat of the storm is not the time to try to build a skill. So, what is the big picture here? Adaptation isn't a test of character. It's a skill, one that is built slowly with safety, repetition, and connection. Your child doesn't need to just get over change. They need to feel safe during change. And your calm, your predictability, and your sense of humor are the best tools that they have. So next time a plan changes and everything falls apart, try saying to yourself, we're practicing adaptation. It's okay that it's messy, because it is. And that's how real learning happens. So here is my quick recap. Predictability calms the nervous system. We want to focus on adaptation, not instant flexibility. We want to understand your particular child's sensory, cognitive, and emotional load. We want to reframe won't as can't yet. And we want to try to co-regulate first and teach later. If you are doing these things, you are not just helping your child survive change, you're teaching them how to trust themselves through change. And that's the kind of resilience that lasts long after the routine returns. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and we'll see you soon.